What's up, guys? Zenigami here. Let's go through 40 stamina Duval Fortnite Island. Now, Duval is one of the worst Dex bosses, but that's because Duval's fighting against the likes of Mihawk and Doflamingo, who are amazing Dex slashers. And Duval is a Dex slasher that he's not bad. If he were any other type or color, he might be a decent character, but since he is a Dex slasher, it's kind of hard to fit him on a team when you're trying to decide, well, do I want Duval or do I want Mihawk, who's got a arguably better special? Do I want Duval or do I have Doflamingo, who's got arguably one of the best specials in the game? Now, we're going to be using a double Blackbeard team, which is probably the easiest team ever to farm Duval. But there's two caveats. One, oh right, Duval's a shooter. My bad, but still, Duval's a Dex character that's really got to fight with Mihawk and Doflamingo for that Dex spot. Anyways, Duval, if you're using a double Blackbeard team, you want to be using a Blackbeard with at least an 18-turn cooldown and no anti-captain silence orbs. If you have level 1 anti-captain silence, this strategy will not work very well at all. So therefore, this guy right here, without the anti-captain orbs, is what we want to bring. That level 1 anti-captain silence is what we want to avoid very clearly. And the reason is that we want Duval to silence our team and make us lose all that extra health. Basically, every single other character I bring here does not matter. Golden Pound Usopp is nice for turn 4 and to get us an extra turns to stall for Blackbeard, but Frankie, Kid, and Oars here absolutely does not matter. All you want are strength characters, sort by health. Bam! You've got your team put together. So once again, key things: no anti-silence orbs, and a Blackbeard of 18 turn cooldown or shorter, because that's ideal. You also want to be using a marine ship, and the reason we're using a marine ship is the marine ship gives us 50% extra health, and that is basically what you want for a Blackbeard team. Blackbeard teams are all about getting that health as high as you can, so that way you can throw all your health you lose back at them and kill everything in one turn. All these early turns, I'm just going to be trying to save some food orbs just in case we take some hits and looking for some good orbs to get us through these early stages. And on this stage, you can, depending on what your cooldowns here, you can get a bunch of nice turns off. We got a 5-turn cooldown here, and I don't want to take any damage. That's why you want as short as cooldown possible on your Blackbeards, so that way you can get through these stages without taking any damage at all. That's what you really, really want to do, is not take damage. And the reason you don't want to take damage is because any damage you take here is going to be less damage you deal to Duval on stage 5. And you will be taking some damage from poisons and stuff anyways, so a little damage is unavoidable, but it's not that bad. Duval does not have the highest number of hit points, and it's pretty easy to actually like one-shot him and his little buddies. The Lobster actually has a pretty decent chunk of hit points. All these guys do a little something under 20%. They usually heal themselves. That's not very dangerous at all. We kill him. We kill the Lobster next turn. Lobster turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, Lobster. Thanks, buddy. Turn 3. Always kill the Elder Seahorse first. Just like always, Elder Seahorse has 6 hit points. Just attack with Golden Pound Usopp. Done. The Penguin, if it survives on turn 1, will give everything on all your opponents an incredibly boosted defense. It's actually pretty annoying to try to kill them with that Penguin's defense boost, and it does give it to their entire side. So if you can, kill the Penguin whenever the Penguin attacks. So if the Penguin had a cooldown that you could ignore, for example, let's say the Penguin had 3-turn cooldown or a 2-turn cooldown, and all these guys had a 2-turn. You can kill everything else. Let that Penguin use his second turn to... Oh, he skips his attack, so let the Penguin skip its attack and then kill it. Gives you an extra turn to stall. Otherwise, just take care of the Penguin before he attacks. Boop-boo. And now we kill this guy. Having a Kid is kind of nice because here on turn 4, we're going to use our Golden Pound Usopp. And we can use Kid to help kill the guys around the outside. Now, Kid's damage won't be enough to one-shot everything, but what it'll do is it will bring all these guys low. And the key point is that we want to kill all 3 of these girls in the back unless you have level 1 anti-silence. Anti-lock, not anti-silence. We don't want anti-silence. These 3 girls, even if they're stalled, will lock your friend captain for 1 turn each. So normally you would have to try to manually target the girls in the back because auto-targeting does not target them. But if you have someone that helps you do a bit of damage, that really cuts on their health. Duval under 50% here will enrage and attack every turn. Well, he'll get rid of his silence. So what we want to do is just kind of bring him above 50% health. Look for food orbs if we can. I just throw these away. It's not really important. And then on turn 2, we can start pushing his damage health down. Boom. Boom. Heal that tiny 500 heal that I have. And then under 50% heal and rage. There you go. Thank you, sir. Bring himself to a 1-turn cooldown. And then we kill Duval. And you see here, the way that this round worked out is that I did manage to... Blackbeard's ready here, but that's also because we took an extra turn on stage 3. So if I had an 18-turn cooldown, he would be perfectly ready for right now for Duval. He silences both of us, he shoots us for a good bit of health, and now, whenever you get silenced by an enemy, that silence, that cut in health from the silence, actually counts as damage dealt towards you. So now you can check, if you hover over on Blackbeard himself, you can see that I took 700 or 73,000 damage, and now we'll reflect 730,000 damage back. Or, yeah, that's it. Reflects that was showing how much damage I took on that little orange text there. So bam, 1 nice bit of damage there. Bam, 2 nice bits of damage there. That's it. That was as hard as the fight is. 40 stamina Duval is down. So bring that. Don't bring level 1 anti-silence. If you bring level 1 anti-silence, your silence will just disappear, and then you don't get to reflect that damage that you just lost. So it's kind of nice to just one-shot Duval with only 2 Blackbeards. Literally no other characters matter. The only character you need to bring is Golden Pound Usopp. Even if you don't have any damage to help you with stage 4, since you're going to be using Golden Pound Usopp anyways, you can just take your time and kill them even with your friend Captain locked. So like really the strategy is just sort by health, pick your characters with your highest health, and avoid characters with anti-Captain silence, or you're just not going to have a good time. I'm Zenigami, good luck, enjoy just walking through Duval if you got your team ready to go. This is one of the main reasons why Blackbeard is such a fun captain to use, but a very hard captain to use unless you have that really, really short Captain silence. Because as soon as your Blackbeard Captain's turn becomes like 20 turns, it actually becomes pretty hard to try and stall out for that extra 2-3 turns. But once you get it under that 18 turn cooldown, Duval is a piece of cake. I'm Zenigami. Y'all stay beautiful.